Shalom, shalom, brothers. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike. And today is another day that we are hoping, I ain't gonna necessarily say hoping, looking forward to a major change in our situation. We've been going through this for hundreds of years. Well, yeah, about hundreds of years. We've been going through some things. But this is one time, brothers, and I say brothers, it is so important that we brace ourselves up. It is absolutely important that we really work ourselves together. Then, going apart, because, hey, what they got going on in this world is on a whole nother level. The level, all it needs to be, the only thing that needs to be done to the level is to really go ahead and implement everything they're thinking about doing. And then we got to stand back and ask ourselves, am I really prepared? And I'm talking about the brothers, truthfully. Are we prepared? Because truthfully, when it's all over said and done, we are our brothers' keepers. When it's over said and done, that's who we are. This is how we live. Although they taught all of this and they taught all of that, we woke now. We woke. And we take this spirit of this awakening to a whole nother level. This is not about just keep on talking about different things or what we should do and things of that nature. Brothers, I seriously believe that we passed that. I seriously believe we passed that time. This is the time we're going to either you want to do it or you're not going to do it. It's going to be one or the other. It's going to be one or the other. And it would, truthfully, thus far, the sisters have been taking the lead in a lot of things. And don't get me wrong. You know what? And that's not that I'm saying I'm here to blame the brothers. I'm not here to blame the brothers. As a matter of fact, I'm here to encourage brothers, not raise. These are grown men. To encourage my brothers, we need to sit down and have a talk. We need to start putting things together. And don't get me wrong now. There are some brothers out there that's doing it. And I'm talking about they on a level of what the world is talking about. They're trying to put out. Shalom, shalom, brother Avon. I'm glad you made it in today, brother. This is what's happening. At the same time now, you got some, you got some brothers out there that just hell bent on keeping up drama with all of this going on. Somehow we manage to slide in some drama, and that drama, truthfully, it distracts from the major issues that we're going to have, truthfully, that we have on the horizon. This is what we have. I'm telling you. This is real already. The only thing about it is this. One, food shortage, truthfully, has not kicked in yet. But it's right there. It's right there at the doorstep. Two, your money may be tight. But when your money is flat out not right, now you got some concerns now. When bills start to fall back, not 1 month, 2 months, but we talk about a few months now, 4 or 5 months, and start to play through your head. This is what I'm getting at, brothers. We got to brace up. mentally, spiritually, and physically, because we're going to need it. You're going to need it. You will need your brother's help. If you think you just go on about your routine all by yourself, man, please, you will get hemmed up all by yourself. The way the world is going. Hey, this incident in LA, it was reported that they paid people to go out there to create trouble. They want the trouble. They're trying to bring the trouble to the doorstep so they can go ahead and get it popping. That's what they want to do. And they have that agenda of doing just that. But at the same time now, they go ahead and get this popped off and we seeing what's happening. It's just like we sitting in front of the TV and not paying attention to our own situation. You know what, Brother Avon? That Brother Ibrahim Torre? Yeah, you know, all I can do is take my hat off to the brother because he's going in on him. He's going in. He is absolutely going in. And it's like whatever that comes out of his mouth, all other nations listen. So when he's saying African American come home, and then he's saying that to the other leaders, what do you think is going through their mind? Hey, how are we going to put this together? How can we orchestrate this massive undertaking? I tell you, I take my hat off to the brother. I kid you not. That's just me, Brother Avon. I mean, the brother, he doing some things. He doing some things that the world do not like. Brother, I was looking at this clip a couple of days ago. And now, you know, as we all know, we know exactly where we are on the totem pole. That's one thing we do know. We know exactly where we are at on the totem pole. It does not shock us. It does not even faze us. But we know where we at. The problem is this. The world is recognizing it. The world is saying these Negroes been down at the bottom for so long, but now it seems like in the air, there's a spirit of unity. So when the world see this and they think about it for a moment, and I'm talking about the world, and whoever that may be one step above us, they even concerned. Because don't nobody want to be at the bottom. Nobody. But the Most High allowed us to fall from grace down to this place. That's what he allowed. He allowed that to happen. He allowed Israel to be trampled. He allowed Israel to see the dirt of the world, the maggots. He allowed us to see that. Matter of fact, it was put up on us by means of our forefathers. And we've seen it, we felt it, we feel it. And we have that experience. But the world don't want to see that. They, especially for whoever's above us, they was closer to seeing this. And then for the ones who caused this, they seen it because they brought it on. They brought this stuff on. This is what they did. And then, like I said, this is not to knock brothers down, not one red cent. No, I'm here to encourage brothers. And at the same time, this goes out to the sisters too. You may be one of those sisters out there that's talking about your baby daddy. You may be one of them. out there talking about your baby daddy, calling him he's not this, he's not that. You may be part of the problem. Until we start to change our line of thought and start looking at the bigger problem. When you're seeing a gunman coming up the street and he just shooting at people at random, then that's when you brace together. That's when you're like, hey, we got to watch one another's back. This fool is tripping. But when you got your mind, when you have your mind set on absolute concrete drama, when you're seeing danger right there in front of you, you hemmed up. You're absolutely hemmed up. And sisters, this is a very dangerous time for you all. And I'm talking about your single mothers. This is a very dangerous time. The scriptures even speaks about it. That's how bad it is. And the thing about it, I ain't gonna say I can't say we not. We seeing trouble, but to understand the gravity of the trouble, now that's a whole different story. That's a whole different story. This stuff is real. This, I mean, they paying people to go out there and to create trouble. That's what they're doing. They've been blatant about it. They want the history of us dismantled. They want to make like it never existed. To protect who? Not them, their descendants. Their descendants won't know nothing of it because they're trying their best to get rid of it. Yeah, we woke up and the world threw up. That's what happened. We woke up and the world started to throw up, and it's still gagging. Excuse me. Brothers, let me do this here. There's a video. Let me do this. Let me, yeah. Come on, man. What's wrong with this thing? Okay. Oh, no, you know what? There it is there. You do it this way. But we're looking at a lot of things, brothers. And I'm serious about this. This is going to get to each and every last one of our doorsteps. It's going to get there. It's going to get there. I tell you, truthfully, I mean, I'm hearing from a lot of brothers and sisters, hey, this is not our fight. You know, but what we do, hey, that stuff is wrong. This is we that humanly line of thinking of people. That's who we are. That's who we are. But then at the same time, hey, but let me do this here. Let me go back. Hold on. Hey, bro, let me tell you something, brother Avon. When the Most High tells us to separate ourselves, that's a call. That's a call to action. We are in captivity. We are in captivity. We're the least of all people. And for us to be least of all people, it seems, or it appears, that we still have a strong voice when it comes to opinions, opposition, and things of that nature. That's what it seems like. Shalom, shalom, Sister Hazel. I'm glad you was able to make it in. That's what We have. But then we came to a point where we just start to shut up and let things go ahead and run its course. That's what we're doing. We're allowing these things to run their courses. Because truthfully, when it's all over said and done, brothers, we're tired. We're looking for change. We have the experience of being on the bottom. We have that experience of being at the bottom. And we send in our mind, it's time. Hey, shalom, Sister Angela. I'm glad you was able to make it in, sis. We tired of the struggle. And it's not the fact that we're looking for somebody else to be at the bottom. Somebody's going to be there. Somebody's going to be there. Because the way this system is set up, the way the system is set up, and for the ones that claim they think they got power, they feel they got to have a people they can run over, that they can trample upon. This is the world in which we're living in. But now we all know the Most High said, there will be no end to Jacob's rule. That's brothers, sisters. I don't know. I talked to some brothers, and they all had some different opinions about this one particular scripture. I can't call it. The only thing I can do is paraphrase it. And it was talking about how times will get so bad. It's going to be like it was 7 sisters. It was going to be 7 sisters asking for one man to be up on his household to have some type of protection. That's how real it is. It's about to be, rather. They know, this world know exactly what they need to do in order to bring people to their knees. That's the MO. I mean, they got the gift in doing that. They have a gift. They have a gift of putting out diseases and then having an antidote so that you can go out here and buy it when they're the one who caused it. You got cartoons showing this is what this world is about. You got people that's literally out here who owns diseases. They own they own these things, and they have the antidote to it. Come on now. What do Israel look like? Well, in order for us to rule forever, we need to have some diseases. We need to make sure we got some bombs, chemical weapons. No, we don't even think that way. That's one thing we do not do. We don't get down that way. They do. This world looks to how to manipulate people, how to keep them in order. They go through all of that drama for their own selfish need. Brothers, when I say we go need this, brother, we're going to need this. We're going to need each and every last one of us. Because truthfully now, let's not get it misunderstood. Some of us may fall. When the Most High put out the call for brothers to stand up, he putting that call out. He is absolutely looking for brothers to stand up and let his spirit go ahead and do the work. If brothers don't stand up, hey, what you think is going to happen? I'm not going to say you're going to be destroyed. I'm not going to say that. I'm not the Most High. I can't make that. That call is not mine to be, pushing out like that. But there's a reason why these scriptures are hitting us a lot harder than the rest of the nation, the rest of the world. They apply to his people first and foremost. Babylon cannot be destroyed until what? We leave. Period. Wherever we are at, we got to be out of that land, not just here in Babylon. We talking about, you talking about the world. This is what we have in front of us. Yes, we got to stay on the watch, Brother Avon. I just did I don't know if you've seen that, Brother Avon. I did a song. I think I did it. I posted it yesterday. And it's titled "Get at Me." And it was. I mean, truthfully, that song is devoted to brothers. Period. That's it. The other nations, I'm not. The other nations is not my concern. It's that blood relative that is the one that is concerning. Because the Most High is about to act. He is. Now he's warning brothers and sisters and this, but don't get me wrong. I see the sisters doing what they need to be doing. I do. I see this. I haven't been on their meetings in a moment. I got matter of fact, I got to try to make it today with Sister E, the Goshen Project. I just need to check in and see, how things are going, because it's been a moment, because I've been working some night jobs and things of that nature. So I got to check in with them and see how things are going, just to be catch up on things. But to see these sisters put some things together like they did, this is what brothers are supposed to be doing. And it's a few brothers that do help out and step up and take the lead. I mean, which I can't knock it. I cannot. But these are going to be some strenuous times, brothers. And truthfully, and this is the time where if you are a selfish person, you may find yourself getting hemmed up. If you are a selfish person, and don't get me wrong, brothers, and I do understand that this system can cause people to get themselves into a predicament. But truthfully, when it comes to you, Israel, we have scriptures that should set matters straight. There's going to be times, it's not, everything's not going to be wrapped around you. Right now, the world make you feel, everything is all about me. I gotta do you do you, I do me. Yeah. No. Shalom, Brother Robert. I'm glad you made it in today, brother. And we was talking about, encouraging brothers to step up. Because the time is going to come when the Most High start calling brothers out. Did not the scripture say this? Many are called, but only few are chosen. And brothers, that go out to brothers. The Most High know it's a remnant. We are a remnant in Babylon. We are a remnant here. The brothers in the other European lands, they are a remnant. We're going to be small in numbers compared to those other nations. That's scriptural. That is absolutely scriptural. And this is the reason why we have this call. The Most High is an organized Elohim. And the ones that are like, yeah, okay, I'm ready. The Most High know exactly who he needs to touch. He knows what brothers already that's out there that's doing this. And they if he give them an assignment, he know for a fact they go see it through. The world is prepping itself up. If they got a lie, cheat, and steal to get their will done, they're going to do just that. They're looking for a reason to explode. Me myself, I think it's a very dumb move. You got these you have this this war over here with Russia and excuse me, Russia and what's that country? I know y'all know the country. It's on the tip of my tongue, but they over there fighting. Now Israel, Iran, it's Christmas over there. They got it lit up. They got it lit up. But see, this is the arrogance that you're seeing. You're seeing the arrogance of nations who thinking that, hey, we can get this started. And they did. They went and got it started. They did. These nations they're fighting, they got it started. They knew exactly what buttons to push to get things moving. And like they say, Ukraine. Thanks a lot, Sister Tracy. Shalom, Sister Tracy. Now this stuff is about to escalate. Now, then, like I said, brothers, do you really truly think that Russia is dumb enough to think that, hey, Ukraine over here bombing us like they done lost their minds, and they know where they're getting their support, military support. They know. Come on now. All it's going to take, I mean, if anything pops off, brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done, when they do, like some of these movies be saying, it's going to be hell to pay. You want to talk about we being hated by all the nations? And then the Most High said, once you go through this here, the 400 years, those curses are going to be put up on who? Now, truthfully, brothers, do you not see the hatred that is laced upon this country? This country itself, by itself, has a hatred of all other nations. I'm including their own brothers, their own allies. Because if you look at Obadiah, the book of Obadiah, hey, it's going to be them that's going to set up this place. That's in the book of Obadiah. But with all of this setting up and all of this information that we're getting on a daily routine, on a daily basis, we need to be putting ourselves together. I'm serious. We need to be putting, it sounds like it's a uphill battle. It sounds like an uphill battle, but the Most High knows exactly how to move things about. We just need to have that desire. That's what we need. A desire to say, hey, if I had this here, boom, 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 I would do this here. That's all the Most High need to hear from you. He knows exactly what you're willing to do. And when that time do come, no, it's going to be it's going to be seen from a global standpoint. And don't get me wrong now. If you one of those brothers and the Most High called you to action and you didn't stand up, yeah, I mean, I can't say what type of judgment you're going to get. Thanks a lot, Brother Dave. You too, brother, and the rest of the brothers. Father's Day, it was Father's Day was yesterday, right? I mean, I don't too much keep up with the days, but I know when my son was a child, I usually would. No, what am I talking about? Go pick him up. No, we just hang out and everything on that day. And I hope everything was okay with you brothers and with your kids and things. This is the reason why I say, brothers, we need to pull things together. Shalom, shalom, Brother Earl. It's because of this. I mean, brothers, sisters, we all out here got kids. And if you really want to bring out that beast of a father out of him, mess with his kids. If you want to bring the Incredible Hulk out of a sister, mess with her kids. Do that. And the world is putting that notion to the test. They are. They so accustomed to walking in and doing any and saying anything to you. That woman eventually got $1 million in donations, calling the child a nigga. Well, all right. All it takes is one idiot to do something like that, and then the other ones, they come flying. She got $1 million. Oh, we can do the same thing. They will literally go out here and do the same thing, brothers. They seen a path to money. They seen a path of hate. That hate is still there for us. It's still there. It's still there. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going. It has not dissipated or nothing. It's still there. They just getting themselves hemmed up because now they're trying to understand, hey, these Negroes, they literally are coming together. You got the so-called African Americans showing support for Ibrahim Traoré. You got the European brothers and sisters showing support for that brother. You have the brothers in Africa showing support for him. They don't like that. They do not like that. Why? Because they're literally witnessing a change of power. That's what they're doing. They are witnessing a change of power. And now they don't know how to handle it. They've been so accustomed to saying and doing and misleading us until the day we just say, you know what? We're going to shut up. We're going to let you do your thing. You just don't touch us. Just do not touch us. But they go touch. They're going to touch. You had the two Klan members that went into a black neighborhood. Yeah, but they messed around and found out. That's what they did. And that same scenario is still going to play itself out. They're going to feel that they can pull up into your neighborhood and thinking that they can do what they want to do because they feel that they have the authority to cause havoc upon you and yours. This is what they're thinking. And they're putting it out there in front of the world for the world to see. But now, this country is poking the bear in so many different ways. It's poking the bear over here with the Ukrainian war, the Russians. It's poking the bear in Africa. It's poking the bear in Iran. It's poking a whole lot of bears. and they're even poking us. That's what they're doing. And the trauma that's about to unfold on this nation, I don't even think that we can comprehend it. Truthfully, I don't think we can comprehend it. That's going to be, and on top of that, brothers, and on top of that, you have all these volcanoes that's rumbling. Italy, shoots, all the little tourists when that volcano Mount Ellen, I think it is, or Etna, erupted. Man, they were making they picked up their pace getting off of that mountain. That's what they did. And I think it was a total of 4 volcanoes that had some slight eruption. Brothers and sisters, they can call it global warming all they want until they blew in the face. And like I was saying, brothers, I mean, this deliverance is so much at hand. It is absolutely, brothers, I'm gonna say this. When this stuff really, truthfully, get it off and popping. And when I say up and running, I'm talking about you can't call this. I'm talking about a time when it'll be a joke for you to call the police because they ain't gonna come. I'm talking about when you can walk down the street, you seeing somebody just taking somebody's life, when just out of the clear blue sky. That's when it's real. hey, brother Dave. And see, this is the thing. They so accustomed to having things their way. The privileged life. And they don't even recognize that their privilege it's been gone. It's gone. When they sit up and say world power, they took their title off of the United States. This is 2025, 2024. I think it was 2022. They took that title away from the United States of saying it was a world power. They knew it sunk down very low. And so that's what do you think this president talking about make America great again? He knows what happened. He knows it. And that's their national anthem. That's their national anthem. This is a call out to all of our brothers. This is what this is about. I mean, if we can't meet or whatever, at least have our mind set. When the Most High calls, I'm going to answer. Because you never know. One day, we may be standing toe to toe. One day, you may have a brother say, look here, I got you 6. Yeah, we're not used to it. We're not used to it. No, we're not. All of us may be brothers, but we are still strangers. And that was, like I said, brother, that was due to, the disobedience of our forefathers. But when the Most High wakes you up, yeah, we may be strangers, but we have one thing in common, and that is survival. They're looking at the same people that look just like you. They're trying to cause harm. If they want to cause the harm, and then at the same time, we need to bring back those good old days. That's the good old boy mindset. And they're trying to bring, well, I ain't gonna say trying to bring, they never got rid of it. These sundown towns. I wish, oh, brothers, I wish, let me see. It was a brother. Let me see. Was that on? What was that at? Let me see. He was driving his car and seemed like he was in a sundown town. Hold on. Let me see. He started to record it, and he was like, man, and he had his two daughters, and these white people was talking about, hey, this is sundown town, and shoot, the brother, he was like, man, please. He started driving, and they started following him. His daughters, they was crying. One of them sounded a whole lot younger than the other one. I don't see that video. I wish I knew had that video, but it was ridiculous. I could not believe it that this brother he was going through that, and he was like, man, this is crazy. I'm in a sundown town just trying to get my family out of here. They was bamming all on his window and everything. Cause see now, you know, this is what I'm talking about. We just can't travel like we used to, brothers. The hate has taken a turn. If you're going to travel, and you know, and well, you know what? Let me back up a little bit. And it seems to me, GPS would take you off the highway and put you on one of these back roads. Because every time I do travel, I'm going, like, Dad, come on, why is I'm in the, you know, only, you know, these back roads. And so, you know, I start looking at the map and everything, and I click on the expressway, and it puts me back on. But if you're not watching it, it'll take you out, put you through the back roads. Why it does that, I don't know. I'm gonna just say this: AI is not black friendly. I can tell you that right now. With making this music and making videos and getting videos. I mean, the video could be talking about. I'm trying to do a video. Matter of fact, I was doing a video for my brown, beautiful one. This system tried its best to sexualize the sisters. So I'm going back in, giving it prompts and everything. Boom, 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 boom. They come right back, and not the same picture, different picture, same little scenes. And you got, I mean, I had to go through that, and I did one for when Grace run out. So there was a spot in it where this brother, he was bent down, and it seemed like he was praying. But when he got up, this little AI video, he get up walking like a little, you know, man, I almost said something. Switching and everything. I'm like, no, we ain't finna do this. It's not all friendly now. I mean, good night. But hey, this is the world in which we live in. These are the things we got to continue with, because this last video that I did, the last song, the video, and I ain't gonna say the song, the video, it made it difficult for me to do that. I had to do that take on that thing like 4 times. 4 times. And it was the video Get At Me, where it's a call to brothers to step up, take the lead and things, protect your family because you're going to need it. We're going to need that protection. The sisters are going, brother. It may be your neighbor. She's a sister. She gonna need that protection if there's no other brothers around. That's a given. When I say that we are our brothers' keepers, we are our brothers' keepers. Because if we get to a point that you see this sister with kids, that she need help and you don't help her, man, please, you go get hemmed up. The Most High is going to talk with you. He may lay hands. This is not that time to say, well, I only got enough food to so and so. No, brothers, I mean, hey, let the Most High guide you. You don't guide your flesh. That's what we got used to. We got accustomed to the flesh. We got to start abiding by that spirit. It's going to be that spirit who's going to save you. That's what this is about. If you think about what Satan has always done, everything is all about that flesh. And that's the thing we're going to have to battle, is that flesh. Hang it up, brothers. There's a lot of sisters out here with kids. They made some bad choices, just like brothers made some bad choices. You may have a brother over here got 4 different babies by 4 different mamas. You was young, naive, misled. You were trampled, just like she was trampled. We all on the same totem pole when it's all over said and done. That's how we are. But the moment we start to look down and hey, you may be that brother who be with your wife and you got 4 or 5 kids by your wife. Toodles. But you still may be up under, you still up under law. You still up under law. You do good. What the scripture say? Do good to your neighbor, but especially those of your own household. It's the word especially. The Most High is saying, you got to do good first by your brothers. This is like you stepping outside and you seeing a Gentile and you seeing your brother over there. Both of them hungry. You're supposed to serve your brother first. Off the top. You're supposed to serve your brother first and foremost. Now, the moment you want to take that and turn it around, you may get yourself hemmed up. You just might get yourself hemmed up, brothers. This is a very serious times in what we are walking into. This is what this is what the world is doing. They wants to make like, oh, it's too many. Like this is a problem here with the United States. The immigrants are not a problem. They are not a problem, but they made them a problem. The Gentiles, this country made them a problem in order for them to get to the root of what they're really wanting to do. And it's you, Israel. They got to have a smoking gun, as they say, full of smoke. But hey, we can start with these people here. But truthfully, for a fact, we aiming at these people over here. That's all it's about. They aiming at you, Israel. That's who they aiming at. Let us understand that. These people are doing things according to scriptures. And truthfully, it's like this is that last call for survival. That's what it seems like. You had a bartender that said, last call for alcohol. This is that last call, brothers. This is that last call. This is not that time for drama. And it's easy to get it. It's easy to slap it, to dip yourself into some drama. Very easy. Very easy. But then at the same time, brothers, this is the warning Yahushua gave each and every last one of us. And he compared our time to the days of Noah. He said it was eating and drinking, marrying, and things of that nature until Israel went into the ark and shut the doors. Yeah, there was some Israelites left outside that door. Now that's a problem. Now it's serious now. See, that's the thing. That's when what I said, that song, when grace run out, how will you stand? That's where we at right now, brothers. When grace run out, how will you stand? That's real. Because it's not going to be a pleasant sight to see brothers and sisters fall to the wayside. It's not. It's not. And we just hope and pray that we all, make those changes that need to be made. Because truthfully, I mean, Yahushua said it. He said, some of his people will be involved in this and involved in that. And truthfully, brothers, if we just stand back and look at it, the alphabet, are we not seeing that amongst us? Are we not seeing a whole lot of crime? Are we not seeing a whole lot of demon activity? These are all the things that Yahushua was telling us. Hey, you see these things? Oh, you know for a fact that your deliverance is near. And brothers, truthfully, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. That's what I'm seeing. And it's real. But it's about to get concrete. It's about to go concrete. You think that what's that? These movies they be making what do they call it? These what kind of movies with these things called? I forget. When they are all in the desert and they looking for water. But you know what? It's funny. Wait a minute, say it again, Brother Dave. Hold on. It's funny in those movies. They manage to have gas for those vehicles and everything, but they're always looking for water. It's like water was. But have you ever noticed those movies, though, brothers? You're dealing with those tribulation type like days. You don't see a lot of us in those movies. Was they telling us even though they may have, looking at it and say, hey, we don't want a whole lot of them in here. All right, fine. But they put those movies out there. You didn't see a lot of them out there. I mean, they except for the one they had. What was that sister's name? Tina Turner. The one back I believe that was back in the 90s when she was doing those movies and things. But these people are telling what's about to happen to their own history. And it's like I said, brothers, we can take it as entertainment, but now the entertainment usually it turns into a reality. Oh, YouTube won't let you. All right. Um, man, you know what? There's some things that's going on with YouTube. I'm seeing brothers getting kicked off. They you know, they still, you know, in the show, but they can't comment. And so I've been sending messages to StreamYard, YouTube. Huh, please. They tell me to look for this here, and everything they tell you to look for is not there. It's not there. It's not there at all. But you know, this is one time, brothers. I mean, I think my biggest concern is this: being raised at that time. I don't think she was married, but it was 5 of us. There were 5 of us, and it wasn't just my mother. I seen, you know, when we was kids, we seen a lot, and you know the parents think, all right, they not gonna. No, we remember everything about. And I seen growing up in the projects, a lot of other sisters, just like in my mother's case, kids and single. That's it. Yeah, I'm talking about the days when you talking about go next door and ask so and so, can we borrow a cup of sugar? Borrow a cup of sugar. You gonna pay a cup of sugar back. All righty. Boom. But that's what we did. That's what we did. And to see some families go hungry, yeah, we seen that. We ourselves, you know, we went hungry. But now me and my brother, we used to go in the woods and climb a tree, eat some berries, apples. We straight. We were straight. Can't do that now. You can't do that now. When you call for spiritual, you know, brothers. And look here, brother Avon and brother Dave. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. When you have brothers on different platforms, nearby speaking the same thing, that's a warning shot. That is a warning shot. This is what's going to boil down to. The Most High knows exactly how to save his people. He knows exactly how to save his people. Hold on. Excuse me. When you have a brother who has a family and he knows of this sister who may live in their neighborhood, she's single, kids and things of that nature, the Most High sends him and his family to assist this sister and her family. It's going to happen. We may be trampled, but it's not the fact. It is not that the Most High cannot handle it. Now, that's the last thing individuals need to be worried about. The Most High knows exactly how to save his people. Now, how he chooses to do it, that's a different story. Now, if he want to put a brother or sister to the test, hey, I need you to go over here and do this here. And if you don't do it and you was called to do it, you just may have your blessings stripped away from you. This is the reason why I say, brothers, listen to the Spirit. This is the reason why I say, put your flesh to the when you put that flesh, I'm telling you, brothers, that flesh is something else. That flesh, like the Most High said, the spirit is eager, but the flesh is weak. That flesh supersedes the spirit. But the more you battle that flesh, the stronger the spirit is, the more you will hear the Most High. That's what he's saying. If you start to put that flesh on the back burner, and you start appealing more to that spirit, oh yeah, now you having a conversation with the Most High. Now you have a better understanding of how you move about, because everything about this flesh, brother, the devil is all for it. He got a lot of people accustomed to overeating, heavy drinking. He knows exactly what he needs to keep people in a day's situation. He knows exactly what needs to be done. That's what he knows. This is a very serious predicament that we're about to step into. Now, I don't know if anyone, I usually be sisters. I don't know if you brothers or sisters, are you anyone you will tied with Sister E and the Goshen Project? Because I was going to try to today join them and see what's going on. Because matter of fact, I haven't seen Sister E in a moment. I ain't seen her do a live in a moment. I text her and see how she was doing, but she never texted me back. I hope everything is okay with her. Because I know she's been working hard. Her and Sister Stacy, they've been working very diligently with that Goshen Project. That's what they've been working on. And I take my hat off to them. They see a danger and they see a need. Hey, and they acting upon it. I'm just trying to figure. I mean, let me leave that one alone. No, I'm just trying to get something started. But yes, they working to make sure we have some type of communication and things of that nature. And then at the same time, seriously, brothers, I think this is June, July. I think this is just me now. I think it's going to turn up before July is out. I seriously believe it's going to turn. It's going to turn up in July. Somebody, it's just like they're just trying to figure out, hey, who go push this button? Or who go push this button? Who go knock this chip off of his shoulder? That's where we're at. This is where we're standing in sin. Who's going to initiate what do they call it? The Great Reset. Who's going to initiate that? You know, when I was a child, being raised a Jehovah's Witness, do you know they was always talking about the new system of things? And that's what we call it, you know. We call it, you know, they preach paradise earth. But the short now I say short word. The short word for that was the new system of things. And now here they are talking about a great reset. Everything about religion is going to show itself soon. Everything about religion is going to show itself very soon. Because now people are starting to see the lies already. They're starting to see the cracks in the foundation. Now they're questioning. They say, hey, wait a minute. Especially Christendom. They seeing a whole lot of cracks. Wait a minute, you went into the Bible and you took out Passover and you put Easter in, and you saying you've been ordained, but the majority of your men love sipping on that soup, the alphabet soup. Brothers, please. No. This situation, it deserves our attention. It does. Not saying that, it should overwhelm us. It should. I mean, I'm not saying that. We do the best that we can do, and let the Most High handle the rest. Because right now, the Most High's concern right now is who? Judah. Judah. That's who he's concerned with. Because he knows that Judah, all right, he's going to put Judah back in his own land. Then that's when the healing starts. That's when a sifting starts. Because whatever we're going to go through, brothers and sisters, the Most High said this: you're going to be crying coming out. Some of us going to see some horrific. We're going to see some horrific things. For the Most High to say you're going to be coming out with tears. That's another word. You may be coming out with some stress because of some things you say, and you got to see these things, Israel. Yeah, we went through. We read the history of our forefathers during slavery. We got that. We got the books. We got the movies. Whatever. I mean, not whatever. We have all of that. But you, Israel, we must see this time of trouble. We got to see it. No, the Most High is not going to shield us from it. You may see a little child waste away right there in front of your eyes, right there with the rest of the family, of that child's family. You just may see that. It's meant for you to see. Because the Most High, he's letting it be known to Israel. I told your forefathers that they did not want to do this here, but they were so disobedient to me, I had to let my words go. Go forth. Although it hurted him, but hey, he loved Israel so much. He had to let them go. But at the same time, the Most High did say, I will not totally abandon my people Israel. So now you take that one scripture, brothers, and you take that to Christendom. Now Christendom teach that Israel has been done with. You take these scriptures. It ain't no just one. There's plenty of scriptures. Where the Most High said he would not totally do away with his people Israel. And that he will never pass his kingdom on to another nation. A little small scripture, but they got a powerful punch. But somehow the devil will get into the mix, and then, hey, people get upset. And they hold on to the lie. That's what individuals do. This is the devil's system in which we are living in. This is the devil's system. And it's a wicked one too. It is. It is a wicked system. But at the same time, during this time, we have to pick and choose our battles. We do. Because truthfully, he's always going to be in the woodworks. He's always going to be there. He's going to try to initiate some drama with another brother or sister. I mean, and it may irritate you and may get on your nerve. Sometimes, brothers, you got to bite your tongue and keep it moving because you're looking at a bigger problem. You're looking at a bigger issue. The Most High said this, that if he did not cut short those days, that is the tribulation of this nation, of these nations, he said no flesh will be saved. But on account of his people, Israel, those days will be cut short. Brothers, we went through some things. Not only did we go through our tribulation, but we're going through the nation's tribulation too, because he said, I'm going to save Israel out of it. This is where the tears are going to come in at. You're talking about the saving power of the Most High. You eat a piece of bread and you full. That's the Most High. We got to look back at history of what Yahusha did for our forefathers when they was hungry. Was it 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread? And he had like over 5,000 people that was feeding, but everybody was satisfied. What makes you think that's not going to happen again, brothers? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Everything Yahusha did for those 3 years, 3 years in his ministry. I was about to say 3 years on this earth. 3 years of his ministry. It was an intense. Because what? He came there to show his power. He didn't come there to show out. He didn't come there with clout. That's one thing he didn't do. He did not come there with clout. The scribes and the Pharisees, there was what do they call it? What do brothers call it? Gatekeeping on that. The scribes and Pharisees, that's all. There was gatekeeping on. Who is this man Jesus? Is this not the carpenter's son? And how in the world, where is he getting his education from? Jealousy is kicking in now. Jealousy is kicking in. Oh, hold on. This man is taking our thunder. He got these people. When we walk through the streets and we looking good, they're looking at him. He's bringing the power. Well, we need to kill him. We need to get rid of him. See what jealousy can do for you, brothers? Put you in a murderous situation, because they got put in a situation they most definitely did. The thing about it is, Israel allowed the scribes and the Pharisees to mislead them. That's what they did. They allowed the scribes and the Pharisees to mislead them. They knew exactly what the law said, but they were so far. They was engulfed in sin. It was only a select few people who was following the law. John the Baptist's mother and father followed the law. And the scripture said perfectly. So when the churches teach that the laws cannot be kept, because they teach that in Jehovah's Witnesses. But then you got this one scripture where, not the one scripture, you have when the Most High was dealing with David, John the Baptist's parents. He said they followed it perfectly. So now, what this boils down to what they did not want to do. And I'm talking about unfaithful Israel. Israelites, rather, put it that way. We're about to see some things, brothers. Whew. We are. And for you brothers out there that's anointed, and for you brothers and sisters out there that's going through some things with your family members, sometimes you may have to break camp. And especially if you've been led by the Most High. You got to literally separate you. Brothers, there's a separation that's going on within Israel. The Most High knows exactly who he needs to call out to be away from that or away from family. He did Abraham the same way. People, they had so many different gods that wasn't even funny. Abraham was a comedian. If you go in and you read the book of Abraham, Abraham was talking about, and he was cracking jokes. And he was saying that the head of a god will roll off. So he's saying, shouldn't that God get up and go get his own head and put his own head on? He's a god. He was cracking jokes. His father didn't like it. His father was carving so many different gods that weren't even funny. But his take on gods is what got the Most High's attention. Because Abraham was like, I want to worship the Elohim who created everything. Boom, got his attention. That right there got his attention. And here we are coming through that bloodline. Here we are, thousands of years down the line, and here we are. Not even his descendants outside of Israel go through the things we go through. When the Most High followed that bloodline and said, this is it. These are my people I'm taking out of the nation, and they're going to represent me. They're going to be a holy nation. This is what he did. And like I said, due to disobedience, but the Most High, he knew it, because he told Abraham, your descendants are going to be in a land that is not theirs, in a language that they do not understand. You brothers see how long that took? You're talking about early BC times down to our time. And we standing right dab in the middle of prophecy. This is us of what the Most High was talking about. This is us. This is us. This is who we are. I tell you. And I like, brothers and sisters, I say it a lot. It is a privilege, but it's also a struggle. It is. It is also a struggle. But these are the things that we must go through, because a lot of you brothers and sisters are going to be sitting down, taking care of a nation, encouraging brothers and sisters to do this. Hey, let's do this, and things of that nature. It's going to happen. Israel has to be brought up. I'm not going to say repaired, but come back together as a nation, a faithful nation. That's what we have in front of us. Because truthfully, brothers, what? You in captivity. Our timing is off. The nations added time. They added days. So we need to be away from this nation in order for us to think clearly and listen to the Spirit of the Most High, so that we can rectify matters when it comes to law. The Most High knows these things. This is the reason why they call it grace. That's the whole purpose of grace. Brothers and sisters, you know what I'm gonna do? I gotta do something real quick, but let me do this here. I'm gonna play this video. Well, it's one, like I said, it's one of them, the ones I made Oh, you know what? I forgot. Hold on. Got to do it this way. Hold on just for a moment. Boom. Okay. And give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right back.
Get at me, you a king, stand tall. Get at me, not your queen, break no walls. Get at me, be the shield, not the flame. Get at me, we rising God's name. We don't fold, we don't flee. Brother, if you're strong, then get at me. Rise up, be the man you was born to be. Warrior, watchman, royalty. They told us be thugs, told us be ghosts. Taught us hate our women and love these posts. But nah, we kings, we breaking them lies. We lifting our sisters with tears in their eyes. She the rib, we the frame, y'all design is strong. So if she hurting, we moving wrong. We ain't boys in the back, we men on the gate. Sword in the word, we guard in the faith. We teach the youth, lead the pack. Real soldiers don't run, we fight back. Even when the pressure got us on the ropes, we swing with scripture, we swing with hope. Get at me, if you a king, stand tall. Get at me, build your queen, break no walls. Get at me, we the shield, not the flame. Get at me, we rising God's name. We don't fold, we don't flee. Brother, if you're strong, then get at me. Rise up, be the man you was born to be. Warrior, watchman, royalty. We ain't perfect, but we pressing on. Storms get heavy, but the spirit's strong. Hold your family like you hold that heat. Pray with your lady, wash your feet. Read with your son, speak life to your seed. Real men bleed, but we still lead through the pain, through the stress, through the systems change. We don't run from the fire, we remain husbands. Love your wives like y'all with a king. Ephesians 5, that's a warrior thing. No more silence, no more shame. We the ones y'all call by name. Who protect our women? We do. Who build our fame? We do. Who lead in truth? We do. Who ride for y'all? We do. Get at me if you're down for the mission. Get at me if you got holy vision. We ain't broken, we reforged. Black kings and y'all's a call. Get at me if you a king, stand tall. Get at me, don't you king, break no walls. Get at me, be the shield, not the flame. Get at me, we rise in God's name. We don't fold, we don't flee. Brother, if you're strong, then get at me. Stand up, be the man you was born to be. Warrior, watchman, royalty. Whoever the brothers down. Bill Garley. Got all. In the streets are watching. Get at me.
You know, I'm just doing all that talking. The mic was on mute. I'm back. This is what wait a minute, hold on. Did I do something wrong? Hold on just for a moment. All right, cool. All righty, I'm back. But brothers, this is what these are the things that I'm seeing. And I'm quite sure. I mean, there are other brothers and sisters saying the same thing. We do. But the one day is going to be that one day is going to trump all other days concerning us, that is. Concerning us, that's going to be that one day. It's going to be like, And from that day, it's going to be concrete evidence. Ain't no going back. This is going to move forward. This is what this world is looking at. This is the question, like the world is asking itself, who's going to push that button? They know what this button is about, truthfully. You got people who's calling themselves, they calling themselves you. And so in order for them to maintain that, lie, somebody got to go. Because now you're talking about taking a history of a people. You're talking about burning books, and reteaching people, especially the true nation. You got to go deeper into a lie in order for them to believe the lie. This is a massive undertaking that this world is thinking they're going to do. This is what they're literally thinking. This is what they're trying their best to do. What? They telling you. They're still showing their hatred towards you. And for me to see another brother or sister out there with talking about the pledge of a pledge to the United States, they must ain't heard the long version to the national anthem. Because yeah, I'm quite sure they playing that little short version. But then you have some people who are die hard. I mean, they got their mindset to doing standing for a country. And then at the same time, if you want to talk about a liar, this world needs to raise its hand. It's built, laced in lies. That's what it is. Now we woke up and we started exposing the lie. We started exposing the lie. Oh yeah, brother Earl, please. Don't talk about racist, brother. Please. AI is racist. AI is racist. It took a sister, you may think I'm about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. And she went in and she started playing with AI. She started doing some things. She said, no, this is a problem. And she was on TV and she was explaining it. And they kind of found, yeah, AI is racist. Who built that into the programming? Who built that into the programming? Everything is against us, Israel. Everything, when he's talking about fighting, killing, mayhem, it's all about trying to get at us. And if you think this is something that we just get up on Sundays and Mondays, Tuesdays, whatever, when brothers get up just to waste your time, no, brothers, this is all about, no. The world want to take your time from this world. They don't need you here any longer. They don't want you here because eventually that truth is going to get out. Do you really think the Most High is going to allow that to happen, brothers? Do you think he's going to let all of this? Because he said, what? We go back to Genesis. And after that 400-year track, I'm going to judge the nations. I'm going to judge that nation without the S. So out of all these other nations that we went through, is one particular nation. The Most High said, I'm going to judge that nation. All of the rest of them will get judged. But this one here, the second Egypt, everything about it is mimicking Egypt. Down to the, what did they call that building? The White Tower building, Brother Earl. It's I forgot the name of it. It's a white, it just, oh man, what was that thing called? It's in Egypt also. Where do you think masonry come from? It comes from Egypt. When I say they brought it, bro, no, they know exactly. When the Most High says this like Egypt again, he knew exactly what they was doing. And they walked right into it. Now, for other brothers and sisters to say that this country is the promised land, I don't know how they what scriptures they looking at. I mean, that's just me, because if you go look at Genesis, when the Most High was talking to Abraham, I mean, it's like undeniable. So it has to be another book that they're looking at that's contrary to the scriptures. Yes, and like I said, brother Earl, is very racist. I mean, what? Religion was honed, chiseled, cut by racists. When I was a child, growing up at Jehovah's Witness, they had these circuit overseers that used to come to visit the congregation every 6 months. When I was a child, all of them was white. The ones who was calling themselves holding on to the laws and things, not the biblical laws, not the biblical laws. I'm talking about Jehovah's Witnesses now. And who took it seriously and took it as concrete were black people. It was us. We took it seriously. Although being a lie, shoot, we took that, man, please. We was telling the world we are the truth. But it was the way they put it together. They orchestrated some things. They seen what other churches was not doing, and so they came around with another alternative. Hey, we're not going to talk about Christmas. There's no evidence in that, and so that was a selling tactic. Yeah, it was odd. Truthfully, it was very odd to see people not celebrating Christmas. Jehovah's Witnesses went in, but back in the days now, they used to celebrate Christmas. Then they got to a point where we're going to stop celebrating Christmas. We're not going to do Easter. And so it got down to it was just, they called the Passover. And the Passover, now I'm going to show you this thing that's shady about that. We go in there, and then we call it the Memorial Passover. And after that, we went out to eat. And guess what we was eating? We going out there getting pizza, sausage, pepperoni. Turn right back around, because we been taught the laws are done away with. And I tell you, brothers, and I find it irritating. I do. I'm gonna tell you the reason. Because when the Most High wakes you up and you start to look at your history and you start to understand, you would like, All right, brother Avon, you be safe out there. You and your family, brother. And I hope all is well now. I hope all is well. Be safe out there, brother. But when you wake up and you start to look and you go back and you look at your livelihood. I mean, not your livelihood. Well, not livelihood. Your way of worship. And then you look at the laws are not done away with. Then you looking at the dietary laws. Then you're looking at the day of rest. And then you start look. You be like, why did these people tell us that the most holy day was Sunday? Jehovah's Witnesses did the same thing. They encouraged our brothers and sisters to go out and field service on Sunday, the first Sunday of the month. So when you sit back and you start adding this stuff up, you're like, man, please. You look at this stuff, you know what I mean? It kind of gets up under your skin. Because now you have a book and you're sticking to that book. You're starting to try your best to apply what you can apply. And then you come to realize everything they said and taught you was a lie. Don't get me wrong now. There was some truth in it. There was some. But when you turn back around and tell a lie and you hold on to the lie, you've been voided out. You're going to be judged. That in any other religion is going to be judged, period. Because it all leads back home to Christendom. All they did was just branch off, and they took their teachings with them. That's all they did. We woke up. We started to look into the scriptures, and then this is the thing. With that awakening, there was a measure of spirit that we were getting from the Most High. And once you got that measure of spirit, now you got to go to another level of spirituality. If you want this conversation to continue, you got to continue to travel with the Most High. If you want that conversation to continue, you got to do it that way. And if you brothers and sisters once they get this thing off the ground and running, to witness the Most High's saving hands, you thinking you making a decision that's going to be based upon what you want to do. The Most High, you go do something all right. You may be walking and say, you know what, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna do this. And the Most High is like, okay, you think that I'm going to save your life. And you may get up the street, you and your family, you say, all right, I'm gonna go right here, let's turn right this way. And then you just said, you know what, let's go over this way. The Most High can move anything, brothers, to save your life. To save your life. And he may send you in a different direction because he may need you to go here and help somebody. They have some trouble. They have some issues. You want to talk about a mighty hand, brothers, please. We're going to see it. We want to see it. Right now, this demon activity of the devil being upset because his time has been reduced. He's seeing you, Israel, we, Israel, waking it up. We're explaining things. We're the people. That's the last thing the devil needed you to say. And at the same time, tell the world still kind of, what's the word? Still being blinded. But the world is waking up too. And even if the world do recognize who we are, a lot of the world is still going to cleave to the lie. They're going to cleave to the lie. And they're going to die with the lie. That's what they're going to do. They're going to die with the lie. These last days, brothers and sisters, there's something that this is something that we just cannot afford to lollygag with. If you can, this is just my encouragement. If you want to stay in contact with brothers and sisters, you feel comfortable with them, get the information. Get the information. This brother called me. This brother was stressed out. He said, Mike, I just need somebody to talk to, bro. So we talked. I'm like, man, what's going on? So and so. And things that he was talking about, brothers and sisters, I went through everything he went through. And I told him, I said, look here, brother. Don't allow that stuff to get up. I ain't gonna say that. I told him, what he was going through, I went through. And it was stressful. I understood everything that he was saying. I went through it. And I said, man, but look at, let me tell you something. Try your best not to let it get to you. Because I tell you, it can wreak havoc over your body. And a few months ago, I mean, yeah, he called me and yeah, you know, it turned out in his favor and everything. He's happy. He said, but brother, what you told me some years ago or not to do, what not to do, I tried my best to stick to it. I said, man, it was a battle. And he said, it was a battle. But the fact that I went through and I understood everything that he was going through, whoo, I tell you, he just got like a whole new set of lungs. You'll be surprised, brothers and sisters, what you may have went through. There's another brother or sister that's going through the same thing, and they're gonna need that advice that you've been through. And when they get that advice from you, the first thing they're gonna say, hey, the Most High sent them to me. And I tell you, what that brother or sister said to me just relaxed my soul. That's the Most High. That's the Most High. Wait a minute, hold on, Brother Earl. You know what, brother? I was looking at that, Brother Earl. That shenanigans. And see, that's what they're doing. Truthfully, brother, they started that nonsense. What was it, 2-3 years ago? They started that nonsense. They knew what they was doing. They got the pimp already. Brother, they get reparations every year. Every year they get reparations. I tell you, you want to talk about a people that's going to be judged hard? Go be them. You're holding on to a holy name that does not belong to you. They're trying to claim a blood right. So their blood is not right with the Most High. Off the top. They can't claim that. When I say the awakening, hey, we are the ones who are awakened. They ain't never been, what? They are caught in a nightmare. Because you go into the scripture where Yahushua said, those that say that they are Jews but are not, by the synagogue of Satan. Dadgummit, all you got to do is look at what is it they got their hands into. What is it that they got their hands into some of everything? Are they least of all people? Nope. Do they have the curses, brothers? Nope. But hey, they holding on to the lie, and they go ride it till the wheels fall off. And the wheels are going to fall off, all four of them. All four go fall off. But this is the same time when they're falling. Yeah, we rising. But brothers, with this ascension of Israel, brothers, you know what? When I was in Africa, I wanted to go look at this project, and it was in the mountains. I thought I was in shape. I got half, well, I ain't gonna say half. I got almost to the top of the mountain. I like, look here, bump that. Y'all go head on. Y'all get up there and y'all turn back around, and then we'll go back down. Whoo! That mountain was not a joke. No, it's not going to end well for them, Brother Earl. When it's all over said and done, no. And especially when the world is speaking against them already. The people they call themselves into it with, they say, who are you anyway? Y'all from Ukraine. You're from Russia. You're not the people of the Bible, but you want to make yourself out to be the Bible. People, those people that's using having Yah in their name, that's just something they're coming up with. Israel We've been using that name for a long time, even when we were asleep. Think about it. Well, were we not calling ourselves by our Father's name? Come on now, think about it for a moment. Felicia, Aisha, Keisha. Come on. Still doing it. Didn't even know it. Did not even know it. You're naming these kids these names and everything. What? Why? We were still being guided by the Most High. Did he not say, I will not totally abandon my people Israel? Did he not say that? And yet and still, the Most High continued to prove his point. And when we woke up, that's when brothers, they started putting Yah in their name. Go to Africa. You still got brothers out there, maybe Christian, they still got or Yah in their name. That's the Most High. He's still leaving his mark. For them that's trying to push us into the darkness, they hemmed up. And truthfully, Brother Earl, I don't think they're going to survive. I mean, that's just me, brother. I mean, I don't know. But it seems that it's going to be a reckoning of who is who. The Most High said it. He said, I'm going to have to let this world know that I have always loved you. Now, with these, we know for a fact those people won't be there. So, I mean, what? It's like everybody go turn their heads and look at you like, who are you? You was claiming to be these people and you're not? Whoo. That's just like you being in a concert and they kind of find out you're not the performer. And everybody sitting in the audience looking up at you at the stage like, you had the audacity to walk on stage and claiming to be this particular artist and you're not? You might get egged. I mean, what? Yeah, they're going to get egged. That's what I'm saying. You got other nations around here who's holding on to books. And like I have always said this. Other nations knew our history better than we did. They knew exactly who we were. They knew exactly who we were. Why is it, brothers, that you never had a bomb to hit the United States? Never. You had World War I, you had World War II. Why? Is it because we was there? Is it because we were there? The day we leave, brothers, please correct me if I'm wrong. The day we leave is a day, the last person leaving the West of color of Israel is going to be on and it's going to be popping. All right, go back to the day of Lot. That angel told Lot, we can't destroy until you get out. The Most High said the same thing. Hey, Israel, you got to, I got to take my people out in order for me to go ahead and do what I need to do to that nation. That's what I'm talking about, Brother Earl. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's about to get popping here. See, they keep on pushing buttons. And they being arrogant about it. They being arrogant. And I seriously believe, Brother Earl, I seriously believe this. They're gonna, if once we had left, we leave. excuse me, I seriously believe they are going to claim peace and security as if we the one who's causing all the mayhem. The mayhem are the ones who's going to be yelling peace and security. And then instant destruction is to be upon them. Can you imagine the last living Israelite leaving that place? The last one leaving that place. They make that little dumb, they make that statement, trying to make the world feel, hey, they was the ones who was bringing in the drugs, who had all the diseases. This is the stuff that they always tell the world of what we're doing. Now we finally have peace. Bam, they're in trouble. It's going to be, oh yeah, you talking about make it rain, Brother Earl? Please make it rain. Please. It's going to be thunder with it, and not just rain. It's going to be some thunder, and that's what they got themselves hemmed up in. They can't get out of it. Not on their best day can they get out of it. And they know that. And this is the reason why they have this mentality. Hey, we got to get rid of. Oh, hold on for a moment. Let me see something. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. But this is what they are doing. But we, on the other hand, brothers, we have to be on guard. That was the whole purpose of that song. Brothers, I'm serious. We got to get together, and we got to start we got to put our heads together. It's going to take just that. It's going to take us putting our heads together, because there's a lot of things that we got to fight to get over. Me and you both, Brother Earl. I'm working on situations right now to put myself in a position to do just that. I'm serious. I'm putting things in place to do just that. I see what's going on here, and it's very dangerous for me. It's very dangerous. I'm very alert to my surroundings. I don't know what these people be thinking about it. I don't know what they be thinking about at times. I don't. So I just keep myself on high alert. And this is the reason why I say, brothers, keep your head on the swivel. Because there's so much uncertainties with your daily routine. When I was in Chicago, it was this brother. Looked like he was mixed. He looked like he had a little soul in him. But he was Spanish. And he went on a killing spree. He started on the far south side, went into this building, had some words with this woman, and he laid her down. That was the first one. Then he went out, found a little Asian guy. You too, Brother Robert. You be safe out there. I'm about to shut it down also. He went out there and found an Asian guy, got him, laid him down. So he driving the car and everything. So he about to get himself handled with the police. So he gets out and he run, and he got away from him. And so he came upon this sister, and her daughter was in the back seat. I think she was like 14 years old, maybe 15. She didn't see, well, matter of fact, she still don't know what hit her, but he took her life. So he managed to find his way up into, he was a block away from my house. And I lived in Evanston. That's north of Chicago. So he managed to get up there. And so he went to this restaurant that was right down the street from where I live at, ran into the restaurant, ran into a Spanish lady, laid her down. Yeah, he did. You too, Brother Earl. He laid her down until he ran across the street in front of Subway. That's when the police surrounded him. Truthfully, I knew good and well he was not going to live further. But everybody that he took out, they was not thinking about that. They wasn't. Don't none of us think about that. We looking, hey, go to work or whatever situation, go back home. But I'm telling you, if you think this happened like maybe 4 years ago, people are snapping, brothers. You can be sitting down in your car minding your business, going to work, but if you're not paying attention to your surroundings, you don't know who's pulling up on you. And especially with all this hate in these sundown towns. No, yeah, you need to be on point. You need to always be alert to what's going on. Because you may never know. You may have to punch it and get up out of there. Because this country is giving people the okay to show your hate. That's what he's doing. He's giving this country the power to show their hate. Hey, brother, we seen it. Called the little young brother, and this Caucasian lady gets $1 million. That right there should tell you that hate is alive and it is kicking and it is still absolutely strong. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is, brothers. So when I say, brothers, keep your head on a swivel, we must continue to do that. And when it comes to our brothers and sisters in time of need, brothers, we need to let's be there. And especially if the Most High has called you out to do a certain deed, be about his business. Because he said many are called, few are chosen. Don't let the Most High call you, brothers and sisters, and you don't listen. I'm not saying that you're going to be destroyed. I'm not going to say that. But the fact that you have been called, that right there within itself is a privilege. The Most High took out his time to call you to do this or do that. It's a privilege, brothers. It is an absolute privilege. So now, if you feel that you've been called, be about his business. Continue to fight to listen to the Spirit. And brothers, and when you're talking about listening to the Spirit, you're talking about attacking your flesh off the top. You got to attack that flesh off the top. If you don't attack it, you may get a little distortion. The Most High deserve your all the attention that is absolutely necessary for you to communicate with the Most High. He's set apart, just like he set you apart from the nations. So we got to give him that same respect that he gave us. That's what we got to do. Brothers and sisters, get ready to get up out of here. I got to work on some more videos, but let's stay on top of this. And like I said, I'm hoping to get in contact with Sister E and her team, and her and Sister Stacy, and see how the progress is going with the Goshen Project. Now, I know some of you brothers, they spoke against it, so I don't think there's support for them. But for you brothers and sisters, they can give you some support. Pray, check in with the sisters and see what they need and things. And if you're able, hey, let the Most High, lead you in the way that you need to go, that you want to go, in order to support our sisters and our brothers over there, because we are going to need it. We will have to start to see why it is a necessity that we stand with one another. You're not going to fight. You're not going to go through this system by yourself. If you think that you're going to go in all by yourself, you're only fooling yourself. Because the Most High said these two sticks would come together. Brothers and sisters, how do you think you be one little strand of Judah, a lone wolf, going through the wilderness by himself? Man, no, it ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But brothers and sisters, you all stay faithful out there. Keep your head on a swivel. I'm telling you, because these people, they snapping. They got a lot of anger. The anger is devoted to you. You're talking about going back into the conversation the Most High had with Adam, Eve, and the devil. This is how far back the anger is. That's how far back we going. And this anger is intense. It is. Brothers and sisters, keep your head on the swivel. Continue to connect with other brothers and sisters, because it's going to be I may be talking about this. You may have another brother and sister talking about something totally different, but it's going to equate to the same thing. It's going to boil down to survival. That's what it's going to boil down to. Brothers and sisters, you all be safe. And on that note, I will say shalom, shalom. Enjoy the rest of your day and be safe out there. Yasharel.